Hello, am I live? Yes, sir. Welcome, guys, to my live channel. This is my first live channel or live stream on YouTube, directly with YouTube. As you can tell, I have my YouTube settings up, which I should probably not show you guys, not because there's anything hidden, but because there's nothing important there. The importance lies with Bryce Young and his recent performance at OTAs. He had, he ran a couple plays for the, all the season ticket holders, and I wanted to check. I saw this video, and it had like a nice breakdown of all the OTA plays. Sorry, I'm looking it up right now. I should probably have it up already. Okay, I get it. But yeah, I was just gonna check these out just to see.
Sometime you'll win, sometime you'll lose.
They got nice music, but we can't play that at the moment. But yeah, I just wanted to look at a little Bryce Young. Why not? And maybe talk about some of the moves the Panthers are gonna make. Let's get the default view so you guys can actually see it. Have a highlight, subscribe. There's Bryce Young, there's our boy, there's Dalton. The red rifle. Listen, guys, Andy Dalton's a really good backup quarterback to have. If for any reason your QB misses 2 to 3 games, Andy Dalton can potentially win you 2 out of the 3. He's a good player. Now there you saw Bryce Young. This was one of his actually more impressive throws. Actually, he had a couple of impressive throws. Look at him getting settled back there. Not much of a pass rush. You got to note, not much of a pass rush, right? They're just kind of, a lot of these plays, there's a crowd there, and you're trying to practice, and you're trying to do all these things, but they're taking it easy on them, right? Your first time playing in the NFL, it's not like, okay, we're just going to show you from now on the hardest pass rush imaginable for the rest of your year, and you're going to suffer the whole way through. Guys, you start off without a pass rush. You start off easy, just throwing the ball, throwing to Miles Sanders with no defenders, throwing to all of your receivers, throwing to Mingo, running, and then you slowly build up into the NFL pace. You don't just throw that at people. And the only reason I mention that is because I'm on Twitter, and maybe we'll get into some Twitter coverage for Panthers Twitter, because Panthers Twitter is nuts, man. There's always something going down. There's always somebody beefing with Chicago Bears. There's always somebody beefing with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the Saints. There's always somebody beefing with Houston and them getting Stroud, and some people in the Panthers still like. That's not what we're here for. But yeah, looking at Bryce Young, he makes a good throw here. Look at this. Boop. The only place his receiver could catch it. There's not much of a pass rush because, of reasons I mentioned. But look at that. I mean, that's a dime. This dude's like, catch it, go out of bounds. Boom. Kind of play. I like that. And you saw, that's a good throw. In terms of just arm talent. Bow! He loads the zips. I mean, that ball had drive all the way through. That's the infamous Shy Tuttle. Shy Tuttle. Shout out to Shy Tuttle. He came from the Saints, but he was a Panthers fan the whole time. Okay? He was a Panthers fan growing up. He remembers coming to the stadium as a little kid. Now he's on our team. He's a good run stuffer. He's not much of a pass rusher, but man, this dude is, as you can see right there, he's big and he's wide and he's got long arms. So he's going to be a menace for us. I'm really glad we got him. Him alongside Derek Brown, that's going to be a tough combo to run up the middle for. And then we're going to have some linebackers blitzing from the side. It's going to be good. It's going to be a good team. Because if you can stop the run, there's Jonathan Mingo. Let me not talk about tactics and all that. Let me stick to the topic, which is Bryce Young at OTAs. Now here you can see him. He's kind of looking at what is this play here? What are they running? Oh, it's like a mesh concept, or is that a drive? So Mingo comes all the way across what looks like a little motion play there. No one moves. The zone man beater, boom, across the middle. He's able to get across that linebacker. What was that linebacker doing? So it looks like our defense is running like a simple. This is zone. And you have Mingo here running across. Where's 40 at? Oh, man. Mingo's is fast. I like that. Wow. Okay. Mingo's fast. Like, he's legit. I mean, I'm not saying we got the fastest guys out there right now on defense, but either way, that's an impressive play by Mingo. I like that. There you can see Bryce Young finding those throwing lanes as everyone ties the throwing lanes. Oh my god, a throwing lane. Oh my god. There you have Terrace Marshall, which is something you want to see. What this looks like, some form of option route, or let's see. Where's Marshall at? Right there. Okay. See, I like that. So Marshall sits on the play. You have Jeremy Chin covering. And it opens up the middle of the field because... Wow, there's a lot going on here. Oh, okay. So you have Thielen here kind of holding the safety down. This guy runs across. Terrace Marshall comes wide open. Sorry, I'm just trying to get a look at... It's hard to see the angles of the plays. I don't know what plays exactly they're calling. But I do want to see the routes we're kind of running and the stuff we're trying to set up. You know what I mean? I like that. We like that throw right there. We do like that throw, guys. We definitely like that throw. Blow. Of course, we just saw that. Was that the same throw? I think some of these may be the same play with different angles. I'm not sure. I don't think it was, though. Maybe it was. Bryce Young. Does he look small? I mean, not really. Like, he definitely looks like he's smaller than the other guys, but I mean, right there, it's when all the linemen stand up. But I don't know. I'm not really paying attention to it. Like, when the linemen get in their sets there, he doesn't look all that small. Like, look how low these boys get. I like this. There's a lot of rhythm going on. He's just slowly, carrying the tempo forward. You can tell he knows everything that's going on. He's telling all the receivers what to do. He's setting protection for his line. He's communicating with every single player on this offense. And it looks like he's doing it pretty much seamlessly. I don't see him stressed at all. I don't see him kind of fidgety. He's very calm, just sitting on his... Like right here. Even though he's like trying to up the tempo a little bit and he's getting everybody involved in their positions, he's still calm. He's still just kind of, he's just talking to you. Like, if you were out there as a receiver, he'd be like, okay, well, I mean, this is what I got to do. He's telling me what I do. Thank you. Great communication. That keeps everybody on track. Now, yeah, he's got this little, like, thing about him where he's just like, hey, but, like, he knows where everybody should be at any given moment. But he's not, like, fidgety. He's just chilling. He's chilling in the pocket when he's, like, telling these guys what to do. So... I like that. Look at this. Bryce Young, full career highlights. I watched this, man. Full hour and 22 from like his first season to the second season. Y'all should watch this. It's pretty fun. Like, you just watch it throughout the day. Like, right there, he gets popped. He only takes those hits, like, rarely. He doesn't usually take those hits. But he was like half deciding whether or not he should go get that first down, and then he ended up just getting caught in between. In the NFL, hopefully, these are the plays I love right here. Miles Sanders is going to get a lot of yards doing this. But, what was I saying? Yeah, a lot of those plays he's going to get where I hope they teach him how to slide. Gotta love that, man. Gotta love just going up the pocket. Like, a lot of QBs, they say step up into the pocket. Look at him forcing himself up the pocket. Like, these are my steps I'm going to take. Like, right... He always goes up in the pocket. I love that. Like, that's just built into him to step into the pocket. I love that. Right here, look. I'm going to step through everything into... This is my pocket, right? Some QBs, the second they see a defensive lineman or someone in their pocket, they're like, oh my God, it's not my pocket anymore. I'm going to run. Young tries to make a play through the pocket. Like, I love that. Wherever he is, it can be a tiny little tight space. He's not going to panic. He's just going to find his way through and then try to look downfield. And that's, like, look at this. He steps into the pocket no matter what because he can fit. Like, a lot of QBs bail out of that pocket right here. Not too many QBs go through, like, look. Beautiful pocket, step up in there. And he attacks the line of scrimmage. Like, it almost looks like he's running the ball. He's attacking the line of scrimmage. And then he stops to pass the ball, bro. Look at this linebacker. Everyone's like, oh my god, like, boom, and everyone's wide open because he attacks the line of scrimmage so effectively with his feet, with his like pocket presence. This was a great game. That's the Tennessee game. It's 49-49. It's tied right now. 49-49 with the fourth quarter. And he's just making play after play, man. This is what I want to see. There were a lot of close games last year that if we had just a poised quarterback back there. By the way, that Tennessee game, he got the field goal. He had them up, and then Tennessee scored in the last minute. Alabama's defense, every team, and it's due to the NIL and a lot of the structural changes with a lot of how these players are being transferred. Before, Alabama would just hoard all of the talent in college football. And starting with really Bryce Young's tenure, that has no longer been the case because of NIL and all this. And athletes are going somewhere getting paid millions of dollars instead of just sitting behind a 5-star recruit at Alabama, right? Whereas before, you didn't really have that incentive to go to another school. You did kind of want to be sitting behind that 5-star in Alabama because either way, that was your best chance to get into the NFL. But now, a lot of these athletes, it's like, hey, we'll pay you $500,000 to come play over here at LSU or wherever it is. And, you will get paid for your name, image, and likeness. And it spreads that talent out because you're now a valuable player playing, actually starting. That's how you get those deals. Not all the time, but if you want a big juicy deal, you have to be a prolific athlete, right? So yeah, you see Bryce Young, man, just owning the pocket. I love that. I love that he just is not scared of the pocket. A lot of QBs get scared of the pocket. The pocket is your friend. You just have to trust it. You have to have faith. And he can also roll out of the pocket. He can roll out to the right. He scores touchdowns, multiple touchdowns in clutch situations, rolling to the left. And that's how you can tell he's a true vertical, like red zone, scrambling type of threat when you can throw going both left and right. Because a lot of defenders are used to QBs scrambling right, and that's it. Young will go left, he'll go right, he'll go left, he'll go right as many times as he needs to, all the time scanning the field with his really fast processor, ready to throw the ball with his above average arm. That's his game. And yes, his arm is above average. It's not elite. It doesn't have that like torque, but in many cases that's a blessing because what happens is a lot of elite athletes, and Panthers fans, y'all should know this, Cam Newton, the dude had a howitzer, but he played like a howitzer. I don't mean that like I'm literally like he would play like a howitzer. If you saw Cam Newton's pocket presence, and a lot of people don't understand this because they equate mobility to pocket presence. It's not the case, guys. When it comes to pocket presence, Cam would sit back almost like a catapult, and wherever he was in the pocket, that's where he's launching from. He's not going to move around. He's not going to do, if he decides to run the ball, then maybe he'll start to he'll start to actually juke people. But if he's looking to pass, he didn't use his feet that much. He kind of stayed back there because he was such a heavy guy. For him to like lumber around and also look downfield and also make a rocket throw, he needed to kind of be set. And a lot of times he wasn't as nimble as Bryce Young is in the pocket. So as mobile as Cam was, he was not a scrambling QB. He was not a mobile quarterback in the pocket. Unlike a Tom Brady or a Rodgers, right? They're constantly kind of hopping around back there, trying to find a little crevice to throw from. And in that sense, we should be really excited with Bryce Young and his ability to play within the pocket and actually move in the pocket and not just sit there like with the cannon of an arm. Granted, Cam Newton had a cannon, so when he was back there and he actually fired downfield, that thing was gone. It was the most dynamic offense in 2015 with Ted Ginn, just like blast and literally like a howitzer, right? You have to sit up and set up and then you throw. And man, that thing would go far. Ted Ginn caught a lot of great passes for us deep because he was just that fast. And players, half the time, a lot of defenders were like, he can't throw this far, and Cam would just still throw it. The Seattle game was incredible. But you're not going to see that from Bryce Young. He will not throw those balls. Those balls are not coming back. Those are amazing, beautiful deep balls. But unfortunately, they didn't help us in the Super Bowl because Von Miller didn't let you set up back there, right? You needed a kind of quicker offense that we just didn't have in the Super Bowl. And we kept trying to throw deep. We kept trying to do this. We kept doing these long developing plays that with our O-line at the time just did not work. It just didn't. Von Miller was just too good. And other QBs and other quarterbacks would have been able to easily say, okay, fine, we're throwing 5-yard hitches. Now we're throwing really quick slants. Like, we got to get the ball out because these long developing plays, which again, it takes too long to set up. Von Miller's already in my neck. Like, I don't have the time to throw that deep. And that's where Bryce Young will elevate our team in the sense that we'll always have the option to go fastball. If our O-line's not holding up or the defense is a problem, we can go quick. Boom, boom, 5-10, 5-10, 5-10, right? And Young will do that all the way down the field. As you can see, he did it over and over again in college. And in 2021, when he had actual deep weapons, he threw those deep passes too when they were there, right? It's not like he doesn't have it in his arsenal. He does. But they kind of relied on that dink and dunk game here, 5, 10, 15, 20, like those kind of chunk plays, because they just, again, look at this, like the O-line was under fire in this LSU game. And that was a great example. They did not have much of an offense because they had to go fast, and the receivers are like, LSU was just a bad matchup for Alabama. But like, I honestly think compared to 2022, this Panthers offense is so much more talented, right? So I think Bryce Young's like game will really be elevated with this team. And I'm super excited. I can't wait. Now, I'm scared of those type of hits right there with the RPO. Granted, I mean, he's a wizard. Look at this. Just puts a ball exactly in the middle of the field where exactly he needs. A lot of QBs are scared to throw in the middle of the field. 3rd and 4, he decides to run. He's nasty with it. He's got nice moves. Granted, in the NFL, again, instead of taking that extra like 8 yards where he did juking all these guys, as soon as you get the first down, 3rd and 4, you get 5 yards, slide. I know you might get the touchdown. It's not worth it. If you're trying to play here for 5-10 years, you slide every time you get the first down. That's it. If they give you more space, take it. But the second you feel like you're about to get hit, you slide. And you see that they're attacking the pocket, man. I love these plays. Like, look, he steps up and constantly like pressures these linebackers to escape their zones, their responsibility. And I mean, it gives him so much time. Like, this dude was like trying to play the run contain out here, and now he has to go all the way back to get this guy. That's what happens when you attack the pocket aggressively and you maintain. Look, attacking the pocket. Oh my, I love it, man. Or attacking the line of scrimmage, I should say. Like, these linebackers are constantly moving up to try to get him because they're scared. Like, I mean, he can juke you. And he takes he puts him in a bind every time. Look, right here, boom. You see this guy stepping up? As he steps up, oh man. As he steps up, Bryce just throws right behind him. Whatever, I'll let it keep playing. Oh, this is a great play. Boom, throws it right behind him. Attacks the pocket right here. And then, like, he just makes him bite for half a second, and that's it. That's all he needs. Whizzes it right by him. Right there, a little juke. Boop. Over the top, layers it above 13. Like, he has the touch, guys. He has the pinpoint accuracy in the red zone. I mean, if you can give me a guy that can score from the 10 to 20 in the red zone. From the 15, he's out here. Yeah, I'll take that every day. That means we're converting touchdowns. I want to be that red zone team. And he bails the pocket there, but he should have. Like, that was a great decision to bail the pocket right there. And layers it right over 13. Boom. Into the soft spot of the defense. That's beautiful. Moving with the pocket. Attacks the line of scrimmage. No linebackers. Slide. See, he needs to slide even faster, honestly. Like, he doesn't really know how to slide properly. Excuse me. Look at that, man. Right, I could sit here and watch these highlights all day. It's been Inbound Panthers. I'll catch you guys next time. Excuse me, I got allergies. I was out there putting a little mulch on my backyard. Peace out, guys.